Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's your boy Big John and I'm here today to show you how simple I'm going to make trading for you. So let's not waste no time. Hit that like button, subscribe and hit those post notifications. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so first and foremost, if you haven't already joined my free Telegram group where I'm giving out gold analysis, possible signals and analysis on other pairs, also a whole bunch of teaching as well, and any questions that you may have, then just join this group. The link is in the description below and I'm sure you're gonna love it, guys and girls. And if Telegram isn't your thing, then all you have to do is join my free Discord as well. The link will be in the description below. And here you can ask me any type of Forex questions or anything like that. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. My response time is pretty quick, so you're gonna love this one as well. Now with all of that out of the way, we are straight into Neo, the indicator expert advisor. I'm telling you guys and girls, you want to get yourself on the pre-order list for this, because what I'm showing right now, and also what I will be helping every single person out with in the market once they have it, is going to be fire. So we can see over here the Neo indicator is displayed on the chart, and what we're looking at today is going to be all of these break of structures and change of characters. I've left this chart on US oil and you can see how it's already been scanning all of this as the market's been moving, showing us in real-time price action where the market could be breaking structure. Now we've got all of that out of the way, I found a fantastic way for you to not even have to look at the chart. You could literally be doing anything else on another screen and just have this running in the background, so you could just look over to the left or the right of your dual screen setup, or even you could just reopen a screen and you will be able to see instantly what markets are changing. We're going to be basing this strategy on the 4-hour time frame and with a 15-minute pullback entry. You can enter on a 15-minute chart with a break of structure off of a verified level, or you can even enter on the supply demand. It's completely up to you. Of course, the results will change in your win rate because a break of structure is always better. It shows that the market is weakening and could be going in your direction. If you enter straight away on a supply or demand, you will get a better risk to reward on your trade, but of course the market might just break through that level and continue in the opposite direction. Okay, so the first pair we're going to be going over is AED CAD. Now over here, like I've said before on the previous strategy, we're paying attention to when the market breaks 4-hour structure, and a lot of this, if you're using one time frame, is actually indicated with these liquidity areas because they are higher highs and lower lows a lot of the time. So if the market breaks through that level on a 4-hour chart, it's showing you that the market is shifted into a new trend direction on a 4-hour time frame. But what you can do is you can also use break of structures, which is these smaller squares here, and when they do appear or the market breaks the area like you can see over here, look how powerful it can actually be when you're following the 4-hour trend direction. On AED CAD we did have a bearish break of structure over here, and on the 15-minute chart this week you can see the market came back up to this level, and we actually had a trade set up from here going all the way down to here for about 90 pips. Now if you're looking for a break of structure, you more than likely would have had a break of structure around this area here, and then you would have easily been able to still catch another 60 pips. So this is AED JPY, and we can see previously we had a 4-hour break of structure here, bearish with this sell, and when we go over to the 15-minute chart, the same thing happened here. We had a verified level here, and easily you could have caught this trade going down for about 110 pips, and if you waited for the break of structure, it would have literally have been around this area here, and this would have been about a 93 pip trade. On AED USD, we had a bearish break of structure here, and then when we go into the 15-minute time frame, you can already see where this pullback happened, and you had an entry right here on this verified level for a 100 pip trade. Again, remember, any break of structures you can still enter when it happens, but you do want to try and give yourself a good risk to reward. You don't want to obviously enter a break of structure if your stop loss is going to be 100 pips on a 15-minute time frame. Always look for a good area of around 25 to 50 pips maximum. So CAD CHF is another one here. We had a 4-hour break of structure over here, and then we had a possible sell trade right here. You can see the little squares there, and we had a break of structure on the 15-minute chart for about 20 pips. Now that's not the best move, but this is CAD CHF. It doesn't have a lot of pips. Now price action actually did go back up and broke a 4-hour structural level here, so we can see there was a buy trade that went up here for only about 12 pips. Of course we saw a reversal and you would have ended up losing this trade more than likely. Some people might be asking, how do you know where your take profit is? You can easily use the liquidity lines here because price action more than likely is trying to go back up towards like this previous liquidity over here, just above this level here, or if not, you can always use the ADR tool, which is these columns here. You can just set it to half an ADR for you to know the amount of pips you could be looking for in an average daily range. On Euro CAD, we had a bullish break of structure over here, and when we go into this time frame here, we can see price action has actually pulled back, and there was actually a break of structure here, so you would have entered from around about here and got yourself about 20 pips. But even if so, this more than likely would have been a losing trade because we see price action didn't even go to the liquidity above, which is just this line at the top up here. But when price action actually came all the way back down, it did come to this level here. We had a strong buy off this level. It was not verified, but we did see a break of structure structure here on a 15-minute chart. And if we're paying attention to the 4-hour trend, this was a 50 pip buy trade. If we're looking at Euro CHF, we had a bearish break of structure over here. The market actually pulled back to this level here, and we can see we had a retest to this area here, and this was around about a 50 pip trade setup. On Euro USD, we can see there was a break of structure here on the 4-hour chart with this massive candle. Then when we came into the new week, we can even see something that was excellent here. We had a retest towards this area here, which was a 4-hour level, and then we even saw that the market on the 15-minute chart had a proven level over here. This had actually happened 4 times, so it's definitely telling you, once you saw this was verified before it became proven, that you could be looking for a trade setup with your stop loss just above this zone here. And of course, this was around about a 100 pip trade. So when we come over to GBP ORD, I was actually looking for a continuation of a sell on this based on the 3rd strategy for Neo, but we'll be going over that in the next video. And this is how the 4-hour chart can actually help you still catch these moves, even when they're doing little pullbacks or when they're actually reversing to do a possible strategy free setup, which is the Neo trading strategy. So right now we can see that there was a break of structure over here on the 4-hour chart. And then if we come down to the 15-minute time frame, we can actually see over here that the market actually bought 70 pips off of this verified level down here. There was also a break of structure which was around this area, but of course these break of structures would have got you less pips. The market actually didn't go below this stop loss area down here. Still, it wouldn't have given you the most pips and still would be consolidating if you did wait for the break of structure rather than entering from the demand level. On GBP CAD, we had a break of structure over here on the 4-hour chart with this candle, and then you can see the market did pull back to this area. When it pulled back the first time, we had an entry from like here, but again, this would have only been about 20 pips. So if you were trading this, you more than likely would have got stopped out at first if your stop loss was below this low. This was a huge stop loss. I doubt it would have been down here. As I've told you, you want to try and make sure your stop loss is not too big. And then what actually happened is we had a break of structure down here for a buy again, and this one was the correct trade, and this trade here was 100 pips. When we go over to GBP CHF, we can actually see the market did break bearish structure last week around this area here, and then coming into this week over here, you can already see that there was a massive sell that started straight away for 80 pips. There was more than likely a verified level here. I know it's not here at the moment, but that's because the market's obviously moving, and we can see there was a spike up later on. And then now when we come back to this level over here, we can see that there was a retest to this area, and then we had a possible sell trade for at least 30 pips. When we come over to GBP JPY, at the beginning of this week, we see there was a 4-hour break of structure level here, and you can see it broke through with this candle here. And then we eventually had a pullback to this area here, which became a proven level, which was obviously a verified level beforehand. You can even see here on the 4-hour, this was a weak demand. And when the market broke structure here, it actually gave you an entry for this trade setup. And this was a 120 pip trade. Very simple, guys and girls. When we come over to GBP New Zealand, we can see we did have a 4-hour break of structure here with this candle here, and the market actually did pull back to an area. We can see when the market pulled back to this area over here, we did actually have some buy trade setups that went up for about 90 pips from here. And then of course, when it broke bearish structure now, which was just literally over here around this area, we had a pullback to this level here, and then a continuation of a sell trade for about 120 pips. One of the traders in my actual group, he is in the VIP group as well, he did actually manage to catch this sell trade setup simply based on the 4-hour strategy setup. So I am telling people this is working, and it's not just me trading it. I've taught people how to trade this, even if you're doing it on your own chart analysis. And again, like I've said, it is actually working. It's just something like any strategy, you have to trade over a period of time. With NZD JPY, we can see over here, there was a break of structure in the market here with this candle here. And then when we come back over to the 15-minute chart, you can even see there was a pullback here in the market, and then there was a buy trade here for 60 pips. Then it came back down. Remember, it's still bullish on the 4-hour chart. We had a break of structure just down here, and then we would have been able to get in this trade for another 83 pips going all the way up towards this level. NZD USD, we can see there was a break of structure over here in the previous week. Then the market came back to another 4-hour verified level. You can see how strong it is when it does do this setup. And then when we come over to the 15-minute chart, what do we see here? We see a pull down, and then we see a pull back to this area, making it a verified level for one retest. And then you had an entry right over here for about 140 pips. When we come over to USD CHF, we had a 4-hour bullish structural break from this level here. We can see the market pulled back here, and when we come over to the 15-minute time frame, you can see how amazing this already is. We had a trade set up from as soon as it touched here, and this was a 90 pip buy trade setup. Now when we head over to USD JPY, we had a break of structure from this candle over here to the bullish side, and then as soon as the market broke up into that level, we had a retest into this area here. As you can see, it's a verified level, and therefore we had a buy trade set up for 100 pips. pips on this trade setup. And last but not least, this is actually gold, and this is what I was showing people in the free Telegram. We can see we had a 4-hour break of structure over here, and on the 15-minute time frame, which is on the left of my screen now you can fully see what I'm talking about with the break of structures and how they appear once you leave the expert advisor to scan. We had a retest of this area around here, we had a break of structure here, and this trade setup from the closure of this candle went down for 200 pips very easily. I was showing every single person this happening in the market whilst it was happening in the free Telegram group, just to show you that I'm not just trying to say, hey, this works, this is perfect. Literally, as it was happening and the indicator expert advisor was forming all of these setups, I was showing every single person in that group. So guys and girls, if you do want to get into this product, it is 100 GBP for lifetime access with all of the VIP groups, no monthly subscriptions. All you have to do is send me a direct message on Telegram or Discord, and you can secure yourself a slot. I'm looking for this to come out within the next week and a half, and I really want everybody to be able to use this product at the moment because I believe it's really going to help them, and I'm always here to help you with customer support. We're all going to be in a community together. So whilst you're here, guys and girls, don't forget to hit that like button, hit a subscribe, and hit those post notifications. It's your boy Big John, and I'm out. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.